Trước hết thì giới thiệu bản thân bằng tiếng Việt. Okay, I will hold for you.
Okay. Anh muốn em nói gì đấy?
Giới thiệu bản thân bằng tiếng Việt.
Đấy. Em là Dần. Em có sống ở Việt Nam 3 năm rồi và 2 năm ở thành phố Thái Bình, 1 năm ở Hà Nội. Em dạy tiếng Anh ở trung tâm tiếng Anh New World ở Thái Bình và ở trung tâm E-Corp ở Hà Nội.
Thấy guy Việt Nam thế nào á?
Anh có lấy vợ Việt Nam rồi.
Có lấy vợ Việt Nam rồi, rất buồn cho các bạn đang xem đây. Okay, let's speak in English. For this channel is for everyone to practice their English.
Alright.
Okay. Would like to start by your experience in Vietnam. So at first, why did you decide to come to Vietnam and teach English there?
I originally felt discontent with what I was doing in America, kind of lost, and I volunteered to teach in Taiping.
Yeah.
So I taught there originally for 8 months, and then after that they hired me full time. So I stayed in Vietnam to teach English ever since.
Wow. So, as you said that you've been teaching English for over 3 years.
For 3 years, yeah.
So what is the most difficult thing for Vietnamese students to learn English that you come across every day?
I think that a lot of Vietnamese students are taught incorrectly the first time, and they're taught that practice makes perfect and you have to practice again and again and again.
Yeah.
But that's not true. Practice makes permanent. So if you practice the wrong thing, that means you say the wrong thing forever.
Yeah.
So it takes a longer time to unlearn something than to learn something new.
Go inside just like. So what do you like the most about Vietnam?
The people.
The people.
They're so cute. And very friendly.
Give an example, something like that.
When I got lost on my road trip, when I defoot in Vietnam, somebody offered me to come into their house and sleep there. And I think in America they might shoot you instead. So it was nice not being dead.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is your first impressions about Vietnam?
I think there was a big culture shock between America and Vietnam, because it's hard to explain because everything is different.
Yeah.
The way people live life is different. The people drive around differently. There's so many motorbikes and traffic accidents, and people don't eat meals, they eat rice in Vietnam.
So what's your favorite place in Vietnam?
It's hard to say. I don't know. Nam Định had really good food.
Nam Định.
The boats in Chang An are really pretty.
Yeah.
There's one more. I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I will remember later as soon as you stop recording though.
Yeah. So what's about your favorite food that you really like it?
Probably pho. And
so how often do you eat pho?
Once or twice a week.
Only twice a week, that is it?
Yeah.
Your favorite food?
Well, my favorite was actually the Korean food there, but it's not Vietnamese.
What is that called?
Just bibimbap don Hàn Quốc.
Mì.
Cơm chợ Hàn Quốc.
What is that called?
Or mì cay.
Mì cay Hàn Quốc. Okay, I have tried that food too. Okay. But that is
I know
spicy.
It is spicy.
But do you eat spicy?
Yeah, I like spicy food.
Okay. So you have spicy food. So what else is? So what do you want to talk about your fans who are watching?
My fans.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about Vietnam? Okay. What do you want to talk about the Vietnamese students who are learning English?
Good luck and keep trying. I wish them well. I really love teaching and everywhere I taught at. It was really great. The Vietnamese students are really enthusiastic and determined. A lot of the students in America are discouraged from learning. They're put down from learning. In Vietnam, it wasn't that way at all. Even the students that weren't too excited about learning English, they were still hardworking and able and willing to put in the effort to better themselves in the language.
Yeah, for sure. So just like when we speak English, so like you've been teaching there for a long time, so in what point that is hard for you to understand Vietnamese students when they speak English?
I think there are some sounds that are commonly mispronounced, especially when the students are still being up when they.
So give example, a few words.
Great is often mispronounced. They struggle with the vowel section of that. They don't say the long A. They have a short E and a short I, kind of like how the IPA denotes, where it's A, but it should be A. It should be a longer sound. You're putting me on the spot here a little. I have a lot of them. The short I is really hard for a lot of students, of course. That's one of the starter things that they learn. And a lot of even the teachers in Vietnam say I'm incorrectly. They'll resort to saying And it's important to have the long I. Yeah. So instead of saying I'm going to the store, they say I'm going to the store, which is very subtle, very small. But
so which one do you think is like the most difficult to understand? Stress syllable or the ending sounds or something like that?
Definitely the ending sounds are really important in English compared to Vietnamese.
Yeah, because we don't have not only Vietnamese, so like in the Asian students, a lot of languages we don't have the ending sounds.
Yeah,
so that's the problem, and the really big problem.
Yeah, because most words in English you end with a consonant. So you make the vowel sound and then you have another sound to make after that. And that's what denotes different words.
Could you share how they can improve their English, the best way to learn English to Vietnamese students?
I think that
what point they have to focus on?
I think that listening to native speakers and making sure that they're making the correct sounds. And a big help, it's really easy if you have a phone or a computer or anything, if you record yourself and then listen back to it, especially if you're saying the same thing that a foreigner says. My fiance does this all the time. You listen to what you sound like and what they sound like, because it's really easy to think that you are saying the same sound as somebody else when it's completely different, unless you play it back.
So cuối cùng thì chào các bạn.
Chào các bạn.